So I got to Sioux Falls a year ago, I think actually a year ago today. It was within a day or so that I got there, and it was a later winter, so it was actually kind of nice. For the first 2 weeks, it was around 60 degrees, and that was really nice. But then winter set in, and it got cold. It gets very cold in the South Dakota mission. I'm sure people will tell you that 100 times or more. But definitely it gets cold. And I was on the very eastern sliver of it. I served in a branch called the Brandon Branch. So you got Sioux Falls. From your perspective, you got Sioux Falls here. And then to the east, you have Brandon. It's like 10, 15 miles east of Sioux Falls. And so the Brandon Branch covers all these outlying towns, and then it just has this little eastern sliver of Sioux Falls, and so that's where I was. So my area was very long and very skinny. I could walk across my area in probably 30 minutes or less. But at the same time, I lived almost at the top, and it was really a struggle to get down to the bottom of the area just because it's so long. We had bikes, and so we could do that. And so day to day, I was actually opening the area. So for the first transfer, half transfer at least, all we did was tracked. We had almost no leads because the area had been shut down for, I think, a transfer and a half. So we had to find everybody ourselves. So we said, well, let's go tracking. So we knocked on every single door within walking distance, and then we started riding our bikes further south and knocking on all those doors. And that was a lot of fun. Tracking is hard. It's very hard because it's mostly rejection. But sometimes, and often enough, they're at least nice to you. And sometimes they offer you water if it's summer, hot chocolate if it's winter. And occasionally they'll let you in, they'll let you talk to them. And it's really exciting when that happens. So that was pretty much my day-to-day thing because I was in a new area, mostly tracking and just cold contacting people. By the end of my 2 transfers there, we got it going a little bit more. We had some regular investigators, and so we just plan out the day and say, okay, well, we've got an appointment at 7 o'clock. We need to find somebody, a member, to come with us. Oh, well, this member I think would really work well with him. And so we call him and they say, yeah, we can go. And so we take them to the appointment and they teach with us, and it's really great, and they make really great fellowshippers. And then later on we had a car about excuse me, half the time we had a car. And that's how it works in the mission. Is there's so many missionaries and there's only so many cars. And so most of the time you're going to be switching between having a car half the week, and then the other half of the week it's somebody else's turn for the car. And so that's what we did. And that was nice. Half the week we could drive to the southern part of our area and get down there and do some work there. And so that was the day-to-day for me in a new area in Sioux Falls. It's a big city. It's between 200, 250,000 people. And it's a more professional city. Most of the mission is smaller cities, and a lot of it is oil field workers, coal workers, construction workers, more blue collar. But Sioux Falls, being a bigger city, was more white collar, I found. More steady 9 to 5 type schedules, which I didn't see too often outside of Sioux Falls. So that was kind of nice, but at the same time it made finding people in the middle of the day really hard to go teaching with us. And yeah, Sioux Falls is a good place. It's a fun place to go. It was a fun zone. Right now there's probably a good 6 or 7 companionships, and occasionally we would get together for a P-Day and play basketball at the Stake Center, or go play Ultimate Frisbee. There's a great Ultimate Frisbee course there. So as far as P-Day goes, there's a lot of good stuff to do because it's a big city, so they have all the fun city stuff to do, which is really great.